Hello everyone, I hope you are having great time. Today I would like to share a very exciting and musical experience that I've been enjoying in my system with Galian Audio TS34 integrated tube amplifier, which is optimized to use with EF34 type tubes in there, although it can be used with KT88 and KT77 as well, nicely built with caps from such as Clarity, Solent, Jupiter, Bumblebee caps are featured inside this TS34, and it also have tone control. Tone control is minimal. You're not gonna hear super deep bass or extended highs or not that kind of. It's subtle adjustment. A, T, and B selector. So if you want to use tone control, you must select T selection. B selection is more like a loudness selection kind of thing. In my case, I only use A selection. I try T and B selection and they are okay. Probably like 6 dB louder as well. I end up going back to A selection whether I'm using class AB or class A stage. So changing class A to AB or back and forth, it's totally automated and very easy thanks to that microprocessor control micromanagement chip that produced by STB that feature in this TS34. So that auto biasing and changing the class biasing, everything is super easy. Just push up 3 buttons that it will be done easily, which Galian Audio clearly guided in the owner's manual, quick manual guide. I also tried changing using KT88 tubes in there. As always, I started out in my streaming setup, watching movies, using all standard tubes. I didn't touch anything other than switching around different mode, A, T, and B, as well as playing around with tone control, subwoofer, and changing class AB to A or vice versa. I truly enjoy class A sound quality. It sounds great with Galian TS Voyager Mark II Special Edition as well as 2 DTX Superior Towers. When I tried this SVS Ultra Evolution Bookshed speakers, class AB mode sound great. Right, when I switch it over to class A, it sounded a bit flat, a little bit of brighter side of tonal balance in upper range of frequencies. Synergy wise, it doesn't really click together with the SVS Ultra diamond tweeters for my taste, but overall width and soundscape and everything is very impressive. Right, that is I was just playing around. Then I moved it here in my main system. I started listening with this JBL L100 Classic 75th using Gusted Audio X30 DAC, streaming music and listening through my Sony NAS. Clarity and detail, nice immediacy that it delivering is pretty impressive. But I'm not in love with it yet, right, in terms of sound quality and signature of overall sound reproduction that I'm hearing. So what I did was I removed Gusted X30 DAC, the ESS based top of the line offering DAC from Gusted Audio. I removed it and replaced it with X2O TA32 Rome Muse IC bass DAC with tube output stage, Audio Quest King Cobra RCA cables connected to this Galian TS34. That's it right there. So beautiful and engaging sound. Very good neutral tonality with tube magic in it. I was using Class A stage in this TS34. To describe the sound quality and that experience is magical and musical with great texture and layering. This TS34 is best sounding amp ever offered by Thomas and Galian Audio. The synergy is so good together with tube output stage out of this T832 and Rome Muse IC chip and this Galian TS-34. So I was listening all my favorite tracks and keep on going back and forth. One of my favorite tracks that I like to enjoy listening to is Joe Gar, Paris, Istanbul, and Shanghai. That track, the musicality, spaciousness, air, space between the notes, quality of the bass, everything combined. This TS-34 and this TA-32 tube output stage combination is best I've ever heard in this price point, approaching to somewhat comparable to my reference Acuphase E4000 or Musicshare X11 kind of territory in terms of sound quality and bass control, right? Bass control is so good in that two-channel listening. I was using this JBL, then I switched it over to this S1EX towers, and I was even more impressive because these towers are one of the tower speakers that totally disappear. That's why I keep on using it. When I pair with this TS-34 and TA-32 combination, is magic happen. So I was listening to that Joe Gar track, Paris, Istanbul, and Shanghai track, the layering and detail, bass control, deep bass, and everything combined. I fall in love with overall synergy and sound quality out of that combination. And I don't even bother going back to this L100 Classic 75th and listening and auditioning for a review of this TS-34 amp, right? Then I was like, okay, let's go back to AB stage. Even you can do it from remote control easily. This is one of the most advanced tube integrated amplifier that money can buy right now. I'm still impressed the way they sound, but I don't love it, right? That combination. The bass notes are nice and tight and a little bit better immediacy, but the notes are a little bit more blurrier than Class A stage, less purer, and mid-range quality and clarity and separation is not to the level of using in Class A stage. If you want more power, then it's good for you. But to me, 20 watts of Class A is more than enough. It's clean, pure, and transparent kind of sound quality, yet it has nice tube glow in it and overall sound reproduction with very nice, precise bass quality that it can provide is very, very impressive in my book. This TA-32 offers two output stage. One is DAC direct output stage, which is fixed gain. It has XLR and RCA output, and there is tube direct, so that is variable output. So I just raise the gain to 90, right? 99 is the maximum position. To match that DAC direct output, I just keep it at the 90. This Galian TS-34 can be pretty finicky in terms of pairing component. If you have colorful and vivid sounding speakers such as JBL L100 Classic or those kind of speakers, it may show all that excitement, yet time to time it might give you a little bit of brighter side of tone and balance. Fall in love with it when I change it to tube output stage out of this TA-32, and Rode Muse IC chip in particular sound incredibly good in that combination. Whether I'm using DAC output stage or tube output stage, I enjoy more with tube output stage in this combination. Refinement, resolution, precision, separation, layering, texture, bass control, mid-range accuracy, high frequency extension, everything that you want is there in terms of high fidelity sound. KD88 tubes I'm using is Ray's KD88 Select tubes. They sound nice and everything, but it's kind of like regular hi-fi sound. Based on the experience, this Galian TS34 is highly optimized to sound great with ER34 tubes, although capable of accepting KT88. Right now, as you can see, I still have KT88 tubes in there. I can't wait to go back to stock ER34 tubes that come from Galian. Those are Pavane tubes. So I just love the way they sound together. I will have tube rolling video in next few weeks or so with this Galian TS34, changing all TAD front tubes and main tubes are ER34 tubes. I will have that dedicated video for that. And also I pair with dual sub in this system. I have two 12-inch dual sub on each side. I connected directly with the mono RCA connection to left and right connection. If you are wondering if you can connect two different subs, you can totally do it. The way I connect is mono connection on this Galian, left or right, white cable connected on stereo input on sub. That's how I use it. So blending and driving and everything is great. And I only use 4-ohm taps in general in my system because in my experience, any speaker less than 98 dB sensitive, I prefer the sound of using at the 4-ohm tap. Price and sound quality that I experience, I tried 4 different DACs, 5 different speakers, and this Galian TS34 is one of the most rewarding hi-fi experience in terms of sound quality, accuracy, holographic 3-dimensional soundscape with incredible layering, very realistic music that it delivers. So price is right, sound quality is great. I can't recommend you enough. Wholeheartedly recommend it, my friend. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with a mystic smile. Is it only you're lonely, they have blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in her smile. Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep, but they just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Okay.